shotgun position. It's a close call between him and Mavor. I do love them both as shotgunners. They're both really aggressive players. But I think we are going to go into a pistol bash, and then from there we'll see where the maps take us. I have a feeling Burgundy might be on the map tonight. I have a feeling it might be. I think for both of these two teams, Burgundy's a pretty good one. Maybe Dawnville. Burgundy, Dawnville. Wonderful 5 picking up a star. I think that's the first pistol bash TK I've seen. Stormy managing to kill Rampage with a pistol. There's going to be Tox left, and he does get dropped by Tiglet. NX, welcome in, friend. Right, picks and bans incoming. See where they take us. I'm guessing maybe Burgundy, Dawnville. Yeah, 2Jane banned. Puffy, what's up, Pookie? Lennon banned. Good to see you, man. Hope you're okay, buddy. Oh, Breakout picked. Okay, yep, no fair. I think every time I've guessed maps, I've been wrong. And I'm continuing with that streak. Good to see you, Puffy. Hope. Oh, Karantan. Thank you, Wonderful 5. Thank you. Completely wrong with my guesses. Matt Matter banned. So maybe a Dawnville or Burgundy decider then. Karantan and Breakout. How about that? Good to see you, Puffy. Hope you're well, buddy. Okay, Burgundy decided if we get there. So I think we're going to go to Breakout. We are indeed. And I will turn off la musique. Right, let's quickly change that. The game may just pause for a second. Okay. Puffy with a streak as well. You guys are streaking. Everybody's streaking. Thank you, Puffy. Thank you, man. I'm really grateful, dude. Thank you, bud. I'm getting there, man. I've still got this freaking fluey thing, whatever it is. I don't know what it is. It still won't go. It's just lingering. But it will go. Maybe it's old age. Could be. I hear what you're saying. It could be old age. But apart from that, man, I'm good. I'm good. I hope you're good. Evil Pico. So let's go through the members. Players. I guess they're members as well. Clan members. For Wonderful 5, we have Rampage, we have Stormy, we have Tigler, we have Norby, and we have QKs. For CZECHIEN, we have Tox, Evil Pico, we have Red, Pelican, and LXK. When we kick off, Wonderful 5 are going to be defending. CZECHIEN are going to be attacking. Tox with Scope. He's a bit of a keen eye with Scope. 3 M1 Garens. Look at that. Straight off the bat, finding Tigler. LXK with that shotgun. Rampage, shotgun. I think Tigler is going to go Scope. I didn't actually see, but I'm pretty sure he's going to go Scope. LXK somehow nades himself. Right on the first round. Rampage finding Pelican with shotgun. QK's dropping Pico. Tox is going to look for that second. Does find Norby. I think LXK just wanted a break. Maybe wasn't ready. Tox is going to be left. Rampage, Stormy, and QK's. But yeah, it's never good when your shotgunner nades himself. That Norby saying, "Thanks, Aza. Thank you." Bless him. The amount of work that guy puts into this game. Legend. Absolute legend. We do love streaking, man. Streaking's good. Rampage, I think, is going to be coming up on the back of Tox if he doesn't keep an eye on his 6. QKs will find him. First round in the bag for Wonderful 5, but Massively helped by the TK. I still don't know how he did that. But it happens. We go again. Tigler is going to be with scope. He was just dropped really quick on the first round. Yeah, self-nade, man. Like a self-high five. Qkez is going to be sitting just by A. Oh, Evil Pico finding Rampage. Shotgunner goes down for W5. Qkez could be in business. He does have a backup behind him. Tok still with scope. Red and QK. Oh, QK's picking up a double. LSK and Red both dropping. And the replay is going to show us that. I love this replay feature. Good movement. Love it. Good transitioning. Not just sitting and looking at one player. QK's picking up a third. Picking up Pelican. Will make it his fourth in the second round for W5. Pelican teasing B. And now I think he might actually commit. He does. Oh no, he does still have a minute. I thought time was going quicker than it was. QK's just hanging around by those mid ruins. I wonder if there was a body count. How many bodies will be in that ruins of all the games played in Breakout? Okay, Pelican making his way over to A. QK's still sitting in those mid ruins. Kind of the best place he can be if he wants to quickly move over to A or B. But I think now he's going to quickly ski-daddle over to A as soon as Pelican hits that F. Here he goes. Raves are welcome in, bro. Okay, plant does go down. Pelican backs off to MG. Or near enough. Could actually use that MG if he's brave enough just to peek. Doesn't need it. Does not need it. Pelican picking up the first round for CZECHIEN. Good to see you, man. GG for yesterday, dude. That's a great win, man. You guys are looking strong. You guys are looking really strong, dude. Let's jump in with Tox. Look for that early scope. Not finding anyone. Checking top blue. Both smokes going out. Tox and Pelican with a nade. LSK finding another player with his nade this time rather than himself. Rampage shopping Pico as he peeked around TLS. Red making his way over to A. Oh, but Tigler from the top of that house says, keep it down, I'm sleeping. Rampage now with an MP44 as well as that shotgun. Does find Pelican. It's going to be LXK in top. It's going to be LXK. As soon as I say that. Good play from LXK. Nice. Good instinct. It's going to be a 2v1. Tigler waiting for him to come out of the back of Red. He isn't going to. Norby checking from blue. Yo, Marco, welcome in. LSK's having a little peek. Oh, by B, but Tigler quicker off the mark. Does find him. I love transitions like that. It's so easy once you get a kill just to kind of sit and almost kind of look at the body for like half a second or something just to, I don't know what it is, just to confirm the kill, but players that get the kill and then quickly get right back into the game and look somewhere else. It's really impressive. It looks easy, but it's really impressive. Just that instinct just to kind of keep their head on the match and not just kind of enjoy the kill. Really impressive. W5 picking up 3 and nade landing just in front of Norby, but that truck soaking up most of it. LXK left. Not anymore.
Axis win.
That was as clean as it could be. Taking around 30 seconds for Wonderful 5. Tox calling an early timeout. Might well be a connection issue. I'm not quite sure. Can't imagine they're looking for a strat talk already. I wonder what that would be. Maybe it is a strat talk. Maybe they are going to look to change things up. But using one of their timeouts this early is quite rare. So I'm guessing someone, maybe Discord or TeamSpeak has gone down or something. maybe Pelicans had to do something IRL. He's the only one standing still at the minute. But we shall see. I have a feeling it's going to be a big battle between the two shotgunners. Rampage, LXK, as always on Breakout. The shotgunners seem to have a... Maybe it's just me, I don't know, but they seem to have a bit more responsibility on their shoulders on this map. I mean, any kind of specialist, sniper or shotgun, always has a bit more responsibility. But just shotgun on this, like the smoke, the ability to get into important parts of the map. Mid is really important. If you can get your shotgunner into like TLS or red, I mean, heck, maybe even blue, from an ally perspective, then, you know, you're holding down big important buildings. But it's also the timing as well, like moving in between gaps in the buildings is really tough. And for example, if you come out of mid, in here, for example, you have so many different places to look. You have ruins to the left, you have TLS, you have red. As soon as you peek here, you have blue, you have even that crater people sit. So yeah, it just feels like it's a tough time for shotgunners. Again, I could be talking complete nonsense, but just from a outsider's perspective, shotgunners seem to have a bit more of a tougher time on Breakout. Oh, keyboard problem. Oh, there you go. Oh, it's a new keyboard. Uh-oh. That's not good. As soon as I saw keyboard problem, I thought someone maybe put their fist through it. But no, just a new keyboard not working very well. I've seen a lot of other FPS games where keyboards and items of a technical nature end up getting injured during a match. I can't remember who it was. There's one well-known Counter-Strike player who he put his fist through one of the desks, and those things aren't thin. I can't remember his name. He's a really well-known kind of a Counter-Strike player. What is his name? I cannot remember. But anyway, just in the heat of the game, he just punched the desk, and there was a fist-shaped hole in it, which is yeah, no easy thing to do. Oh, that was a prize from LAN. How about that? Oh, there you go. Well, at least it was free. Right, we go again. CZECHIEN ready. Keyboards are good, hopefully. Mouse is facing the right way. Headset's on. I think we're good to go. But let's maybe jump in with LXK. Obviously, he's going to pop that smoke straight down the middle. And he's going to keep his head down just for any potential bullets coming over from spawn. Red catching that nade early. LXK looking like TLS may be his target. He does have to time things well. Does somehow get QKs. Just a couple of pellets taking him out. We'll grab the MP44, so that kind of enables him to be in a few other different positions in the map. Doesn't just have to keep to close range. But grabbing TLS is pretty big. I'm sure they'll be happy with that. And on the flip side, Rampage now making his way to Allied Spawn House and is going to drop Tox. So again, a bit like a game of chess. You have to kind of keep an eye out on where the other players' knights are going to be, rooks, what have you, all those kind of chess analogies. Rampage now making his way through those mid ruins. A tease on B has prompted him to run over there. Oh, and he does find Pelican. Norby now making his way top blue. And it is going to be Evil Pico left on his own. Three wonderful 5 players are left. And Norby will have that one. Still early days. Hopefully those keyboard issues are behind though, and Red is having a better time with them. But either way, 4-1. Rampage now with the early smoke and early nade. Straight down mid. No, he isn't going to have the speed that LXK may have, but... Oh, that nade is good. Oh, that absolutely perfect nade. Probably having a bit of luck bouncing off the roof of TLS, but... Hey, take all the luck you can get in this game. LXK finding QKs, Norby choosing to back off, take some cover. I don't blame him. Tox sitting in mid with the scope, going for the top ruins. LXK finding Stormy. Norby now left. He's going to be in red. He's spotted by Tox. Has to be careful of the right-hand side. LXK planting A. He's going to take the opportunity while Norby's distracted. Nade's coming into red. Plant goes down. And Tox will claim that one. 4-2. CZECHIEN can definitely get a few rounds under their belt. I don't think they're going to let that early scoreline bother them too much. LXK early smoke again, peeking over to those barrels just to the left-hand side of blue. QK's with an early kill drop in red. Having a really quiet game so far. LXK heavily tagged. Still alive, popping a nade. Over to blue. Stormy taking a quick bath. Oh, hear that ping of the Springfield. Tox finding Stormy. Norby's just going to have a little bit of cover on B there. Does need to be careful because Tox is still up. And he is making damage. Dropping Tigler. Oh, Evil Pico. Dropping to Rampage. Tox now the last man for allies. Looking A side. Kind of needs to move up a bit because Rampage could well be hunting from behind. He does get Norby. Rampage, in fact, is going to sit A side, so he's not going to try a flank this round. Oh, I think he just spotted him to the left, didn't he? I thought he did. I think he might have done too. Moving through TLS over to red. I think he's going to try and ignore Rampage. And QK is sitting pretty much Axis spawn. Does spot Tox's head, but doesn't quite connect. Oh, that nade just missing. As did the shot. He had a good instinct to check through that window, though. Would have been a good shot. Oh, has he come up behind him? He has. Oh, doesn't have time, though. Even I forgot to check that. Well played by Rampage. Just kept quiet. And just watch that time tick down. As long as he didn't hear the bomb, he was good to go. 5-2. QK's darting into mid. Or red with that MP44. Oh, quickly dropped by red. Picking up his second kill. Oh, and a tag with the Colt. Red grabs another. He just added a big lump to his scoreline in one round. Early A plant. Evil Pico with Thompson is responsible for getting that plant down. Nice big A rush. This building could be so handy to hide in once you get that A plant. Not anymore. Good shot from Tigler finding him. Tox has spotted a player. Finding Tigler. Tigler with a nade from beyond. Finding Pelican. It's going to be Stormy left. And LXK from TLS will have that one. Nice. Quick A rush. Proven to be enough. Good play. Plenty of replays there as well. Tigler getting a double. After being dropped by Tox. 5-3. CZECHIEN only 2 behind. And grabbing an extra M1. LXK still with that shotgun car. Smoke's going out. I wonder if CZECHIEN are going to use that momentum. He's still here. That Thompson of Pelican. And also one in the hand of Evil Pico. Tell you what, they're getting onto those bomb sites a bit more quickly now. They're not hanging around. maybe discovering that faster movement is their play. Good cover from Pelican.
Explosives planted.
Thompson could be such a good gun. Evil Pico pushing around. Oh, Tigler does drop LXK on the second on Pico. Huge set of kills. 2 no-scopes. Easy as that. 2v2, Red and Pelican versus Stormy and QKez. Plant down at B. And Pelican. Oh, QKez finding him. I thought he may have just had the better of him there. QKez teasing. Stormy in top blue. Red is just keeping an eye on things. He does get one. Oh, just in the nick of time. I think he's not got it. I don't think he's got it. He hasn't. He knows he hasn't. Oh, literally a second. Not even that. Half a second maybe. Grabs the Thompson for the next round. Yikes. Seconds in it. 5-4. CZECHIEN grabbed that one. Rampage going shotgun Thompson. Thompson. Tox winning that one. He's definitely better at getting those early kills off spawn. Stormy must have spotted that nade. He did. Nice easy kill on Pico. Norby in blue. Prime position for a shotgunner just to peek in and take you out the game. Pelican finding Rampage. Oh, and he does get Pelican. Does he get the second on LXK? He doesn't. Just picking that off. LXK then finally dropping to Stormy. Crazy trade of kills. Stormy now left after that sniper shot from Norby. From Tox, sorry. Plant does go down at B. Red left up alongside Tox. Good play from Red. Peeked at the right time. Nice and easy. Just peeking around that corner, grab that kill. 5 apiece. No one daring to peek at the minute. I think they feel Tox is in form, so they're trying to keep their heads down. Pico rushing over to TLS, claiming that a friendly nade almost landing in front of him. Rampage finding Pelican. On Tiglet. On Red. Nice patient play from LXK. He and Pico are going to be TLS. Could do some damage together. Maybe going to try and fish out Tigler, but not if QKez is just around the corner. Evil Pico finds him. And then tagged by Stormy and dropped from Red. Tox with a nade into blue. Does get a tag on Norby, which will help. He'll have to relocate. Or even go and get the kill, even better. 6-5, one before the half. How about that 6-6? Feel like it might be coming. Oh, great play from Tigler. That's big. That may not be a 6-all now then. Oh, Pelican does get one back. Taking out the Axis shotgunner. And then Tigler's nade finding the allied shotgunner. Pico now with a rush onto B. Good cover from Red. Oh, quickly dropped by Norby straight after the plant. Red and Pelican left. He's going to sit right by the bomb. Nice patient play from Pelican. Brave as well, sitting right by the bomb. Tigler is just going to peek out of that blue window. Does get Red. Pelican's just dropped behind the wall. And I don't think Tigler saw him. He definitely didn't. Definitely hasn't seen him. Now he has. That will be 6 apiece. So although the no-scopes Tigler's been getting, I thought he might get another one. Wasn't to be. 6 apiece at the half. Wonderful 5 are now going to be attacking. CZECHIEN going to be defending. How many plants did we get? We got 6 in total. It's actually quite good. Quite a high amount of plants. I see scope in the hand of Tigler, a rampage with shotgun, 3 M1 Garens. I also see a scope in the hand of Tox, LSK with shotgun, and 3 cars to follow. Norby darting A long. Good cover from Tigler, finding Pico. Norby did spot someone just on the corner of TLS. Oh, and he did just get that final kill on red. Huge opening round for Wonderful 5 on A already. And I'm pretty sure the plant is going to go down. It does indeed. Pelican with the nade landing literally on the feet of QK's. Tox then finding Norby with his. And now the last 2 CZECHIEN players need to work together to get a defuse. That 2 has quickly become 1. And that 1
Allies win.
has now become none. Rampage with a double. Even game. Ras, welcome in, bro. 7-6. Evil Pico really struggling. Sitting at 3-13. 3-13. There's a th in there. Get my my THs out. Tox looking over to A long. Rampage with a nade on red. That was kind of huge. I think LXK was going to try and get the spare nade, but already gone. Oh, Stormy finding Rampage. You never like to see that. You never like to see that. And then Stormy falling to LSK. Just caught the edge of a nade, but he's going to quickly recover. Wipe off the dirt. Tox finding QK's. Tigler looking over to that B corner, checking blue. Oh, did spot someone there, but Norby will grab Tox. Good link up play with those 2. One keeping him busy with scope, one moving up the stairs. Got a heavy tag onto Pelican. Oh, and Pico then found Tigler. It's going to be Norby left. And I think everyone knows where he is. Pico definitely does. Pelican definitely does. LSK will finish that one. 7 apiece. It's back and forth. See what Tigler can do with that opening scope. Oh, he just spotted, I think, at least maybe 2 players in that small part of the break and wall. Pelican with the early kill, finding QK's. Alex, welcome in, buddy. Oh, and another... What was it with the team kills today? Pico did get a nade on Norby, but then LSK finds red. So all kills going for CZECHIEN so far, but one of them being a TK. Don't think I've seen that many TKs in an opening round, or opening map even, so far. Not forgetting that friendly nade LSK put on himself. Takes a lot of skill to do that. It's not easy. Pico finding Tigler. Stormy does find Pelican, but quickly runs into Tox and puts him down as well. Has a minute to go. All the way back at Allied spawn. Kind of restarting. And trying again. Happy Thursday to you too, man. Hope you're good, Alexa. Always good to see you, my dude. Just after the nade. Nice easy peek from Pico. Oh, peek from Pico. There you go. 8-7. CZECHIEN go ahead. Is that the first time they've gone ahead? I think it is. Norby with a nade on red. Pico doing a little bit of a pirouette. Just trying to avoid the bullets. On Rampage. dropping Pelican off B. Does get an aid on QKez. That's all he's going to have to do in this round. Norby now looking to plant at B. Stormy finding LXK. Plant goes down. Tox, I think, runs into a shotgunner. And then forced back behind Blue. Oh, Tigler finding Pico. It's going to be Tox left. And I think we're going to go back to even Stevens. Oh. I wonder if he's going to try and hold on to that car or not. I think just down to his play style. I don't think he's going to try and save. He isn't. I think he'd rather go down fighting than try the save, or at least try and take other people with him. 8 apiece. Glad to hear it, man. Glad you're doing good. That's a big nade. Norby just ducking out of the way of that one. Kind of a fairly high up nade, just going on the other side of the ruins, but catching no one. A grease gun now in the hand of QKez, but he's not going to use that at all. Pelican finds him. Tox with a kill on Rampage. And another early plant. Norby prevented from doing that. LSK finding him. Fishing him off B. From beyond the smoke, CZECHIEN is just picking up kills everywhere. Tox will grab that. You couldn't even see them. Still managed to find the kills though. Kills from the mist. 9-8. CZECHIEN go ahead again. Bit of a buy round as well. Tox grabbing the Thompson. Pelican. Oh no. Beg your pardon. LXK is going to take the grease gun. Fair enough. I know that gun doesn't really have the long distance capability, but a little bit longer distance than a shotgun. Pico tagging Norby. Rampage with the first kill, dropping LXK. Red under pressure. Shotgunner behind him. I think Pelican just covered him, you know. I think that could have been a really clutch kill. I think he just caught Rampage as he was going into Red. And Red, the player, was probably screaming for help. And Pelican delivered. That's called looking after your teammates. Tigler looking over to A. Norby with a kill on Pico. Oh, Red does find Norby. I thought one more kill going W5's way could just clinch this round. That might just do it. Red left. Plant going down at B by Stormy. And wouldn't you know it, you go back to 9-9. Back to even Stevens. Tigler's going to keep an eye on Blue. And the barrels as well. Stormy the opening kill, finding Red. Norby checking A long. Oh, QK's just spotted a play at the back of that truck. Tox behind Blue. Oh, just spots the head of Tigler. Just peeked for a little bit too long. Oh, and he gets a second on QK's. Grabs a nade as well. Great defense from the back. Stormy dropping just outside Blue by... Oh, sorry. Stormy dropping Pelican just outside Blue. It was going all CZECHIEN's way. Stormy and Norby left. Norby's actually got himself in a good spot. Coming from back of Red. Could maybe change this round, but... not if he was already spotted by LXK. Dropped by Pico. Stormy now left. Under a minute to try and do something, but Pico will grab that.
Axis win.
CZECHIEN go ahead once more. (10-9). And a buy round this time for CZECHIEN. He's going back and forth. There's nothing really to split the two teams. Shotgunners are doing their bit. Both doing pretty much even in terms of kills. scopes are both looking pretty good. Again, nearly spot on even. Pretty much an even game. LSK going to be hiding TLS. Tox with the first kill of the round. Finding QKez. LSK then finds Norby. Rampage chooses to go and check out, see if he can find LSK. I think he heard him just inside that wall there. Pico finding Stormy. Tickler with a shot over a player by A, but does get him with a nade instead. And Red, I think, maybe got in the way a little bit of Tox, but maybe just trying to protect him from any incoming bullets. A plant on A for Rampage, and he gets it. Tickler finding Pelican. A second on Tox. 2 big kills. Replay? Nope, okay, don't worry. Red left to try and defuse. And we go to 10-10.
Allies win.
What a game. What a game, what a game. Good scoping from Tiggler. Tiggler waiting for someone to take the car off him, but no one wanted it. Bass, how are you, man? Good to see you, broski. Kiko's made his way up to TLS and is right by A. Norby cover. I think they nearly shot each other there. Axis losing their shotgunner. Pelican finding the allied shotgunner. And then Pico dropping QKez. I think Stormy's slowly moving over to A. Tickler from allied spawn. Does spot a player Red. A bit like whack-a-mole. Just tried to hit him, but missed that one. Kind of leaving it down to the guys with the M1s.
Explosives planted.
Norby picks up another one. He's going to be Tox left, who does find Stormy. He's going to look for the allied scope. That'd be a huge kill if he can get him and just bring it down to him and Norby. YOLO. Second map is Carentan. And decider will be Berg. If we get there. Also, welcome in, dude. There you go. Gets a scope. Norby tags him on the cross just to an inch of his health. I think Tox is looking in the right place. He runs out of time. Looks to keep his M1. Oh, gets heavily tagged again. But Norby is going to allow him to keep it. Wonderful 5 go ahead. But yeah, so first map break, second Carentan, and third, if we get there, is going to be Berg. And this is CZECHIEN's map. Tox checking A long. I hear a BAR now. I think that was briefly in the hand of QKez before Red put a stop to that one. Pelican holding B. Does a backup behind him as well. Picks off Tiggler on the second on Rampage. Couldn't make it a third, but definitely made his worth. Norby now planting B. Oh, and Stormy catching Red. This could be a good opportunity for Wonderful 5 to go 2 ahead right near the end of the map. What a time to pull out your trump card and just make a big rush on B. Saving it for last. Stormy's in a good spot to maybe pick up the last kill. There it is. Map point. Bit of a laggy replay. We'll get rid of that. Map point here, Wonderful 5. on a what isn't even their map. Nades landing in front of Wonderful 5. Smoke down in mid. Norby chucking that nade over to red. They're gaining ground as quick as they can. Pelican with the opening kill, finding QKs. Norby just moving up to TLS, tagged by nades. And dropped by red. Good cover. Rampage now waiting just to bide his time. Moves into that smoke, looking over to red. Checking behind the truck. I thought he was going to go blue, but Pelican from blue does find Tigler. Rampage trading with LSK, but then Pelican getting another. Picking up his third of the round. Stormy left. Suddenly CZECHIEN back in with a chance. Another one to keep themselves
Allies eliminated.
in breakout.
Axis win.
And Tox will claim that one. 12-11. If they get one more, we go to overtime. If Wonderful 5 grab this, we move to Carentan. And the car going to LSK. Tox grabbing the extra M1. Plenty of nades coming down. Red dodging that. Making his way into red. Tox with the opening kill. Finding Tigler. Dropping the allied scope. Pelican holding B-side. Red with the second. Finding Rampage. They're getting closer and closer to overtime. LSK could be key here. On A side. Moves into support. Pressure coming down at A. He does find Norby. And that will be it. That will be overtime on the first map.
Win.
Starting to link up a lot better with each other. You saw LSK just move in to help and support by A. That's what you need. OT on the first map. Who'd have thunk it? Even way, it's been pretty even. I mean, look at the score. A blue, a red, couple of blues, reds, one blue, string of reds, then a fair exchange. The most we've had from any team. Oh, so is it CZECHIEN? CZECHIEN, is that right? No, don't be sorry, dude. If I'm getting it wrong, let me know. Thank you. So CZECHIEN, is that right? Hopefully I've got that right. Sorry if not. But no, thank you for letting me know. I need to learn. Think we're good. Yeah, I don't want to get anyone's language wrong. Still struggling with English, but thank you for letting me know, dude. We stay as we were at Wonderful 5. We're going to be attacking. And then a CZECHIEN, hopefully I got it right. A defending Norby with the opening kill. And a nade on Pelican. Oh, QK's with the grease gun. I don't think he got to use it much before. He does now. Finds LSK. Gets a tag onto Tox as well. Plant goes down at B. Nice big, strong opening start from Wonderful 5. CZECHIEN, brilliant. Thank you, dude. I appreciate it. Thank you for letting me know. Oh, QK's using that grease gun well. I think he's tried a few. Picks up a third, in fact. There you go.
Win.
I think he's tried the grease, and then went to bar. Was taken down within seconds of that. And then I think he may have found his home with the grease gun. Does have a car as well, so that could be handy on the coming rounds if he stays alive. Pico doing another bit of merry dancing, just trying to dodge the bullets. We're learning indeed, man. That's one good thing about COD. I'm more exposed to different languages. It's really nice. I'm grateful for it. A fair exchange. 2 players going down for each team. Tigler making that a third. Firing bullets past Pelican, who isn't phased. But quite happy to go. Picks up 1 player. I think that was enough for him. He did spot 2, but didn't want to be greedy. Respect to that. Stay alive rather than risk dropping. Does spot the legs of another player. Picks Norby. Tigler left. Allied scope. We're going to go 13-13. I'm pretty sure of it. I wonder how long this overtime is going to be. I mean, it'd be huge for 1-5 if they could clench this, but not going to happen. Tox with a nice, easy shot right in the armpit by the looks of it. 13 apiece. I appreciate it, dude. Thank you. A tag there onto LSK. Axis keeping their shotgunner, but only just. Oh, Tiglet rampage. Tiglet again, picking up a second. Come on, replay. There we go. Picking up the heads of 2 there. Great play. Red and LSK left. Rampage is going to try and take 1 down. Does find LSK. Looking for the second on Red. He's looking a lot more alive. Not that he's been quiet, but the way he's moving, he looks like he's up for this. And he is indeed. He'll grab the last one as well. Picking up 3 in total. The other 2 coming from Tigler with those lovely headshots. Half time, 1-5 now. Defend. CZECHIEN now going to be attacking. Fairly quick transitions. Both teams kind of wanting to get into it and keep the momentum. I think we're just waiting for Stormy. So good to see no more keyboard issues from CZECHIEN. Usually I find if something isn't working, if you hit it a couple of times, then it should work. That's the extent of my technical knowledge. Works with anything really, a mouse, a keyboard, TV, cars, hips and kneecaps also are quite susceptible to just a good whack, you know. Works quite well. Obviously my hips and kneecaps, not anyone else's. I wouldn't, you know, I'm not going to go around and hit people's hips. It's a bit weird. Pelican with the Thompson kill on Rampage. Smoke is down on B by allies. And a tease and eventually a nade catching Pico. Plenty of nades though being forced out from 1-5. So even though Pico did go down, it looks like Red is about to as well. They did bait out a few nades. Maybe it wasn't worth 2 bodies, but getting rid of those. A third player, a third contestant steps up to B, and Norby deals with that before being dispatched by Pelican. And it's like a chain of allied players trying to plant at B. And I think Pelican is going to take note of the history of people trying to plant on B, and he's going to move over to A. I don't blame him. And he's going to drop to QKs instead. So map point again to 1-5. Probably in a pretty good position to get it. They are going to be defending. Although if CZECHIEN do that B push again, which they may just... Oh no, they're not going to do it, I don't think. Or are they? Okay, Pico with the nade out. He is close to B. Also, if I do still say CZECHIEN again, I'm sorry. I just panicked and thought I may have just said it. But I'm going to try and change. Tigler finding Pelican. QKez finding LSK. Good peek from Pico. Coming up from behind Rampage. Does get heavily tagged in return, but stays alive. Red, however, doesn't. Nades landing around B, but Pico using that bomb and the scenery just to defend him. Now he runs into Norby. There's going to be Tox left. That has to be map to W5. That nade could...
Allies eliminated. Axis win.
You just watched that nade land on his hip. A inch perfect nade. And then Tox just... I think just knew how that tail was going to end. I think so. Took the L. We go to Karantan. Right, I'm going to quickly pop to the toilet while these guys maybe have a minute or two just to reassess and talk strats. So I'll be back in a second. Tripping over things. Do you love Karantan? Said it way too many times now. I think just about everybody knows. Even people that don't like COD 2 know that I like Karantan. It can be quite a slow map. I get why people don't like it. It can be time consuming. But just a B rush. There's so many things that can happen. Even if allies do manage to get a plant down at the front, it's kind of 90% in their favour if they get that front plant. But we have seen a couple of times when Axis can use air smoke just to cover and get the defuse, but the amount of different ways you can play Karantan, especially nowadays with allied players making the jump onto the roof of allied spawn house, getting cover from the archway, even players making the jump on a rush house here, getting into here, for example, putting pressure on mansion, blocking off those windows so players can't look onto B or warehouse. There's so many different ways you can play Karantan. It's kind of why I like it. But either way, I'll stop rabbiting. I'll let these guys play their game. CZECHIEN are going to be defending. Rampage attacking. I see a scope in the hand of Tigler. Shotgun with a Rampage. 2 M1 Garens and a Thompson. I then see Tox with scope, LXK with shotgun, and 3 Kar 98s to follow. Norby rushing into warehouse, running right into LXK. Rampage now pausing. Tox with the MG. Kill finding QKs. Smoke going down on Cart. And Tox now more or less giving up A side. Still just checking mid street. But doesn't expect Tigler. I think from almost spawn grass. Does find him. Another MG at B being used. LXK still sitting in warehouse. Thompson shotgun in hand. And a bit of a rotate for the last few wonderful 5 players. Stormy and Tigler left. Tigler does spot 1 player just in mid-mansion. 4 players for Axis left. Only losing their scope so far. Pelican finding Stormy. Tigler left in MG.
Allies eliminated.
And Pico will have that one. Nice defense.
Win.
Good strong start. I do kind of feel a bit more confident with Axis sides on Carentan. Unless the Allies can maybe take Warehouse. At least. But after that, it's kind of a... You're trying to break down a stone wall once players have... On the Axis side, sorry. Once they have Warehouse and... You know, A side pretty much covered from MG. It's so hard to knock them off and break them down. They can push through mid to that cellar stair. And try and get behind them. But... It is tricky. LXK has Warehouse. Allies not pushing that too early. Nah, no worries, Fanny. Enjoy, man. Enjoy repo, dude. Thank you for liking, bro. Stormy from Bombed Out House. One allied player, I think, was trying to make the jump there, as you heard their ankles crack. Norby, I think, is going to try and get on the ledge to get onto Warehouse. Smoke now going out. Actually, that was an Axis smoke, I think, going out just by Piano. Red finding Norby from the back of B. Smoke from Allies going out onto A. They are not hiding where they're going. Rampage living up to his name. Just charging in, clearing MG. And Axis have bugged out QKs for the first kill for W5. Finding Tox dropping early again. Oh, and he's just about to get that plant, but Pico stopped him. Good nade from Pelican. Finding Rampage, also just catching the edge of Stormy as well. He was the last man left. Gets the cult kill. Everyone bringing out their sidearms. Pelican finishing that. It's going to be 2-0 to CZECHIEN. Maybe if Wonderful 5 can get players to start making those big jumps, getting onto the roof of Allied spawn, that can kind of sway things. Red somehow still alive from that shot from Tox. Stormy finding LXK. Axis shotgunner going down. That could maybe open up B side for them. Axis still have a player sitting back B. Nade's coming over to B. And Tigler putting scope shots in. Norby does find red. Allied smoke going on cart. I don't know where that nade was going for Pelican. No, that might... No. Oh, and he... Yep. I don't know what it is about the shape of the roofs in Carentan, but wherever you throw a nade, if they bounce off a roof, it's always going to end badly. Always. I don't know how the French build their roofs, but evidently they built it with nades in mind. Pelican just with the one tap of that Luger, I think. So plant does go down B. Wonderful 5 with the man up thanks to the nade kill. Norby's going to be in Warehouse. QK's finding Tox. There will be Pelican left. And he'll be dropped by Norby.
Allies win.
Wonderful 5 get there first. And if you're just joining, welcome in. This is the second map. Wonderful 5 took Breakout. We now just start the early days of Carentan. And if we get to a third, that is going to be Breakout. Breakout, we just had that. It's going to be Burgundy. Very early days on Carentan. Tox is going to be MG. Oh, Pelican just spotting Tigler. Good shot from him. Just from mid. LXK covering the doorway from Warehouse. You can hear the allied shotgunner making plenty of noise in rush just behind LXK. Stolen. Kar 98 in the hands of Rampage here. Checking that mansion window. A few players for Wonderful 5 just building up A side. Stormy finding Pelican. Smoke again going out on A. Check-in have already used theirs. Hey, Girl Scout, I was thinking of you when this came up. Welcome in, buddy. Oh, Norby's got the... I don't think I've ever seen that before. I don't think I've ever seen that jump on bombed out house. Interesting. How would he have done that? Would he have jumped from the wires? I've never seen that. In all my years of COD 2, I've never seen a player make that jump. I'm intrigued. Stormy with the plant. It does go down. Rampage chopping to Pico, who then drops to Norby, and Stormy grabs another one. LXK, the last man alive. But walking right into Stormy. But yeah, how does someone make that jump on bombed out house? I have never seen that. At least my brain isn't recollecting me ever seeing that before. How about that? I'm sure it's incredibly simple and I've just, you know, missed it. And so many players have probably done it before. But how about that? Tiglet moving through bombed out. Norby keeping an eye on MG. One player on that can really ruin your day if you're pushing through mid. A nade from Stormy. In a good position, but does catch Pelican. He's happy with that one. Good old tat nades. You hate them until you use them. Then they're pretty handy. Tox finding Tiglet. QK's clearing MG. Smoke going out again. Tox is going to be sitting on A bomb site, just looking underneath the tank belly. Another smoke going out. B might well be the target. Red is going to be sitting back B. LXK covering warehouse. Could be a misdirection. Oh no, it isn't. Rampage making his way over to B. Stormy with the kill. LXK being dropped. Just an unlucky peek. Rampage picking the worst time to do that. Stormy's going to try. He does get it, but then quickly dropped by Pico. Good push by them. Making sure they couldn't get into cover and defend that plant. It's going to be 3-2 CZECHIEN.
Explosives diffused. Axis win.
Yeah, totally intrigued by that bombed out house jump. Never seen it before. After 20 years, this game is still delivering, you know? Talk about getting your money's worth. LXK keeping an eye on the sky for any awkwardly bouncing nades off the roof. I think a nade was landing at a cart there, but either way, nothing else seems to be happening B-side. Pelican with a kill on QK's. Stormy checking that archway, but LXK isn't going to give him any vision. Tiglet checking mansion. Oh, Tox from MG. Such an iconic sound, that scope car. Oh, good shot, Tiglet. Just catching the top part of Pelican. He's going to peek to see if Tox is going to have a look. Double smoke going out again. Checking, looking a little bit restless B-side. Actually pushed up into the smoke. Love to see that. LXK with shotgun sitting right in between the two smokes. Very brave. Checking either side, but could well be misdirection again. Or maybe not. Maybe the misdirection of the misdirection. How about that? Misdirectionception. Brilliant. Tox does get dropped. We saw it with Phantom the other day, actually, doing some well-timed smokes. And it is indeed Rampage planting A.
Explosives planted!
Love it. Taking a stamp out of the Phantom playbook. Sending smoke B, then moving over to A. LXK left. And he is creeping up to the bomb, trying to find out where it is first. And he has shotgun. Does find Rampage. There's one. Now, if he can fish out Stormy. Oh, he's going to pick the corner. Oh, but LSK didn't see him. That's huge. Oh, the last few bullets.
Allies win.
If I was in Stormy's boots there, I would probably be sweating a little bit. You know, the shotgun is left. And he's sitting in a corner, probably out of just sheer panic more than anything else. But he managed to curl himself up just in the corner and hide. LXK with the briefest of looks. Just missed him. Oh, a tag there onto Pelican. But nothing more. Tox again finds Norby. QK's just hanging around on that chicken coop. Smoke going out. Tox just parkouring back into mansion. Pika's going to just... Oh, get heavily tagged by that nade. But he's going to try and take some cover, but the nades seem to be following him. I think he wished he stayed indoors today. Red's going to be sitting on that BMG. Does spot a player. QK's charging him down. Does get dropped by Pelican. Pico heavily tagged by Tigler. And dropped by Stormy with that Colt, who now is going to try and plant. Tox and Pelican left. Stormy heavily tagged. Prevented with the plant. Luger bullets going over to his legs. Tox will claim that one. Tigler left with scope. Pelican going to try and get the flank if he can. But Tigler's going to get a flank on him. Or they could just completely miss each other and go the opposite direction. How about that? Oh, Tigler's going to go top mansion. Good idea. Oh, but it's just whizzing past each other. Tox with the no-scope. Patient play. Using that sofa as cover. That poor sofa. Over the years, that's seen so many bullets. So many nades. And it's still standing. That's the most stubborn sofa ever. Pelican bravely moving through mid-garden, still keeping his head peaked on cellar stairs. LXK back in warehouse with the shotgun. And now we wait. One ally player making his way across the ledge. I wonder if that was Norby. I think it might have been. That's the second time he's tried that. And Red has found him. Well played, team, just to keep an eye on that ledge. Stormy, QK's left. Oh, great nade. Tox nearly got a 2 for 1 with that one. Nade going out by Stormy. Doesn't catch anyone with that. Does only have 40 seconds to go. And this is sometimes how Karantan goes. Last one or two players kind of in a bit of a debate whether to push A or B, but it can be a really slow map. Time doesn't seem to go as quickly on this as it does compared to Dawnville. Oh, just inches away from Tox's head Would have made it 4 apiece. He's running out of time. 10 seconds. Tox is going to keep his head down. He knows he doesn't have time to make his way over to A. Oh, that nade was so unlucky. Oh, and he gets it with the Garen kill anyway. Poor. He's not going to want to relive that nade, I'm sure. Not as bad as LXK's on Breakout, but equally, I'm sure one he'll want to forget. He's going to be 5-3.
Explosives diffused. Axis.
He meant to send that to Wylox. No worries, Finny. It also works in here as well, man. It's all good. Wonderful 5 charging down that grassy hill. Early nades going out. Tox going to be going MG. QK's with the early kill, finding Pelican. He doesn't dare sit on that MG. Not many players do anymore. They know that one person is usually going to be peeking it, and that's normally Scope. Just see the legs of Pelican sticking through the wall there. 0-7 to him. Red sitting back beat. He's been a real rock at back beat. It's a big responsibility sitting back beat. Normally you see Scope go there, but not even making too many challenges towards sniper boxes or down B Street. You hear a lot of Wonderful 5 players moving in MG. Rampage is there. Stormy pushing down Warehouse. Rampage doesn't know Tox is in there though. He does now. Oh, and he gets it somehow, just peeks. Tox not happy with that. Good clearance from Rampage. Red left. Plant going down at A. Good shot. Red finding 1. Still 3 more to get. Grab that Thompson. Yeets a nade out over to MG. No doubt in his mind that he's going to try and get this defuse. If not, try and get at least 1 more kill if he can. And take someone else to Valhalla with him. Oh, but Tigler will claim that one. 5-4. Good defense from that MG window. Oh, a little bit of a blockage at German spawn. Bit more fibre, and that should clear it. Pico waiting for the nade shower to end. He's going to keep an eye on that rush door entrance. Red going back to B again. Why not? It's working for him. Pelican sitting on mansion stairs. LSK covering Warehouse. Tigler winning that scope duel against Tox, picking up a second on Pelican. Great play. Taking Pelican just off the stairs. Plenty of smoke going down B Street. Stormy being a bit braver, peeking in front of B Long. Red was right there. And Tigler with the ace. Where did that come from? He had 2 a second ago, then he suddenly picked up another 3. Well played, Tigler. That's what you want your scopes to do. 5 apiece. Kind of echo in Breakout a little bit. Both teams looking pretty even. Check-in going ahead for 2. Wonderful 5 bringing it back. Check-in getting 1. Wonderful 5 getting 1. Check-in, then get 2. Then Wonderful 5 get 2 in return. And Tigler feeling hot, finding Red early on. I think that would have been a back B. Maybe it wouldn't have been a back B kill because Tox is there now. Norby with the Thompson on Pico. Pelican in Mansion does get a tag on Tigler. Dispatches him. Shotgunners having a scrap outside. LSK wins that. Mansion remains in the hand of CZECHIEN. Oh, but Norby dispatching LSK, trying to use those boxes as cover, but Thompson has so many bullets. QK's falling to Pelican. Tox just from those sandbags. Looking over to MG. Pelican holding Mansion top. Stormy in warehouse. Norby in cellar. Probably would be pretty prudent for him to try and get Mansion if he can. He's going to avoid it. 45 seconds. Oh, Tox finds him. Stormy spotted a player back B. He's going to be Tox. I don't think he knows he's there. He does now. Nade going out. Stormy needs to be careful. Right in his face. Well played, Tox. Man like Tigler. Claudia will give a gift to Tigler for that one. I think we all will. Whoever Claudia is. Good to see you, Insainsy. Hope you're well, buddy. Tox now with back B responsibilities. Looking over the sniper boxes. That scope just gives him a little bit more confidence from trying to take on Stormy from bombed out house, dropping Pelican. He's done that a couple of times, just peeked cellar stairs, maybe for longer than he needs to. Axis smoke going by piano. Oh, Tox did somehow get a kill on Stormy. He will have that one any day of the week. 3 apiece, allied smoke. And going back onto car, I believe it is indeed. Red sitting A, LXK in Mansion. Tox taking some M1 bullets. Rampage pushing through Rush House with that shotgun. I think he's going to try and clear mid, I would expect. Oh, but LXK is there. Didn't check the corners of those stairs. Norby now may have a try. QK's moving over to B, A, sorry. That will teach Red for not checking his back. Although he does get heavily tagged the return. Nades are landing on him. That could be him out of it. Did well to avoid that. Now a shotgun blast coming down at him. Does have Tox in the way as well. Norby left, and I think this may well be a 7-5 half. Unless Norby can pull something special, he doesn't.
Axis win.
Now CZECHIEN, though, have a big responsibility. They probably would have liked a few more rounds under their belt as Axis, because now they attack. And with only a 2-round advantage, considering how aggressive Wonderful 5 can be, they may not be feeling too confident. But either way, they do have a 2-round lead going into the attack. Wonderful 5 now gets to defend. And I don't actually think we got many plants, if any, for that. Oh, no, we didn't. No, I'm looking at the wrong side. There we go. Stormy did get 4. What do I know? God. QK's got 1. Rampage got 1 as well. I was looking at the allied team now, thinking, why don't we have any plants? That's a bit weird. I'm sure we had at least 1 or 2. But no, we did. Stormy with 4. Rampage with 1. QK's also with 1. 6 in total. Either way, if you just join in, welcome in. This is map number 2. We did have Breakout, which Wonderful 5 took after a little bit of overtime. Carentan, which is also Wonderful 5's pick. And then if we go to a third, it is going to be Burgundy. So for allies, I see a scope in the hand of Tox. I see a shotgun with LXK. 2 Thompsons. Could be an aggressive opening round. For Wonderful 5, I see a shotgun with Rampage, Tigler with scope, Car 98, and 2 MP44s to follow. LXK popping that smoke right down Warehouse Street just by Car. Tox with the opening kill, finding Tigler. And QK's finding Red. Pico's got himself right down to Car, but Rampage diving around the corner does eventually fall to LXK. Good difference from him. CZECHIEN just gradually moving over to that B-bomb, using the cover of that smoke. There is a player in Warehouse that CZECHIEN just can't get rid of. They do need to, though, if they want to get a safe plant. Stormy and Axis spawn. They'll be taking this opportunity to maybe get a flank. A tease of B-bomb. QK's doing his best, but didn't check the stairs. Tox will claim warehouse. Still no plant. Pelican finding Stormy. Norby left for Wonderful 5. Tox is going to be up those stairs. He's going to run right into that scope. And he does.
Allies win.
Check in. Go 3 ahead. I think that's probably actually the most they've been ahead in this match so far. Apart from that, it's been pretty much even. I don't think there's ever been a point where a team's been maybe more than 2 ahead. I could be wrong, but I don't know. It's been back and forth on both maps so far. Hardly anything splits the team. Stormy with the opening nade finding LXK. QK's has got himself into warehouse. Tox with the scope looking over to B. Smoke going out for both teams. Pico with the double nade. Needs to put those to good use. One nade goes out for Pico. Rampage sitting by that rush door with the shotgun. Stormy on the ledge of MG. Under a minute. Oh, and he gets dropped by Red. Pelican then finding Rampage. Suddenly after a fairly quiet minute or so, things start to go crazy. And nades onto those A boxes from Red, dropping Tigler. Check in a kind of getting into their flow here. The plant will go down to A. Norby and QK's are left. Check in have 4 remaining. Norby left. And here's Top Mansion. He's going to check that MG. There's not much he can do in a situation like this. Gets a tag onto Pico, who will then just calmly return fire and drop him. 9-5. We get closer and closer to that third. Tox makes his way. Allied spawn. Oh, but QK's with that push. Peeking out and finds Pico. Something you have to be careful of. Especially if your scope isn't in a good position yet. Just peeking your head out into mid or main street is always risky. Pelican with a nade finding Norby. Allies using their smoke. Rampage then replying. Smoke's pluming on B. LXK making his way over to warehouse, but dropped by QKs from the stairs. Stormy finding Pelican. Red making his way through MG. None of those bullets hitting anybody. Plenty of warning shots, but then Tox finds Stormy. Just as I think he tried to make his way out of MG window. So a good baiting play from Red there. I'm sure that is what he meant to do. Oh, Red on the MG. Nice and easy. Finding Rampage. Wonderful 5 just getting caught in awkward places. Tox finding Tigler. Oh, QKs does find Tox. Now 1 apiece. Red with the nade. Can he get in a position to prevent the plant? I don't think he can. Can he do anything after it, though? Good play from Red. Taking cover behind those boxes. Which way is he going to go? Oh, good play from Red. 10-5. That was a big round. A very big round. Double figures now for CZECHIEN. W5 go 5 behind. Could go to a third map. It's looking more and more likely. I thought 145 maybe would have grabbed a few on defense so far, but haven't grabbed one yet. Check in with a good attack. Allied smoke going down at cart again. Plenty of nades landing around B. Rampage hasn't loosed his smoke yet. I wonder if they're learning, maybe waiting for a bit and just seeing what CZECHIEN do. I think they are. He's just waiting. He wouldn't be able to get that. He might be able to get it over the piano if he yeeted it from there, but be a bit of a long throw. Tigler finding red. Just a mild change of play from Wonderful 5. I think CZECHIEN were waiting for that smoke to come back out, and they haven't. Their smoke is now gone. And now the kills start coming for Wonderful 5. QK's with the Luger kill, picking up his third. Bravely holding Warehouse. And Norby grabs the last. Interesting. The tiniest change. Good defense. Held it down well. 10-6. I wonder if Wonderful 5 can build on that. 10-6 can quickly become 10-8, 10-9. And then that gap doesn't look so big. Nate's coming over to bomb that house. Allied players crossing the street, waiting for the shower to clear. Allied smoke now going in mid-garden. Pelican checking the coast is clear. Bravely peeking sandbags. Not much you could do there. Rampage finding LSK. And Tigler defending from MG. Red pushing with the Thompson. That nade could be baiting him out. Pelican does find Rampage. Norby then drops him. And Tigler wins that duel with Tox. Red left. Does pick off Tigler, sorry, but nearly called him Toggler. CZECHIEN trying to change their attack play a little bit. Hasn't paid off. Norby sitting right by that window, just across from walkway. Waiting for Red to make up his mind. Does have 50 seconds. No one really looking A. Norby's the closest. Red with 30 seconds left. Now looks to plant just inside that wall. Plenty of CZECHIEN players now diving to a window. Red finds Norby. And Stormy will recover from that. 10-7. Could this be a Wonderful 5 comeback? CZECHIEN will be kicking themselves if they let that gap close anymore. It's been some good defensive Warehouse though. It's a really important building to keep hold of if you can. Oh, that nade looking awkward. QK's just missing that. Just missing the scope kill as well. Plenty of Allied players pushing B side. QK's holding, does miss the first shot. This is going to be a big kill if he can land this one. He doesn't. Pico clearing Warehouse. They need to make use of that smoke if they do plan to plant B. Tox with the kill on Tigler. Pelican getting another. And that whole barrage of bullets going over to B side, coming into Mansion. Stormy trying to find out where that plant is going, but I think he's hitting cart more than anything. Big rush from CZECHIEN. Plant goes down. Pico grabs another. Rampage left. Shotgun Thompson. Another change of tack. Just what the doctor ordered for CZECHIEN. Has no nade, no smoke. Gets a tag onto LSK. Dives right into the smoke, putting bullets everywhere, but not much he can do. He may as well try.
eliminated.
LSK will claim that. 11-7. 2 away from going to a third. Putting pay to Wonderful 5 getting any momentum. Keeping their streak at 2. Nothing more. Check-in do have a few secondaries, but that nade was loose as well. Tox catching that one from QK's great nade to open things up. Double smoke coming out. Stormy with another. Pelican dropping. Evil Pico making his way down warehouse. Or hatchway to warehouse. This could be really imperative if he gets this cleared or not. This could signal where this round goes. And Rampage finds him. That may just make it 11-8. They know B pretty much isn't on. Warehouse is in the hand of Axis. Now Norby finding one. Eventually dropping to LSK. Look at Wonderful 5 just converging on where he is. Does pick up a second on Rampage. Where's he going to go? He goes underground to cellar. Looks up to mid-mansion. Stormy waiting top. Tiglet looking out by the exit. And we'll make it 11-8. Back to a gap of 3. Grabs that extra MP44 as well. That'll be handy. It'll probably go to Rampage. I would have thought. Yeah, it does indeed. Wonderful 5 have to dig their heels in. They can bring this back, but one more round will signal map point for CZECHIEN. And that third map looking ever closer. Tox opening things up, dropping the Axis shotgunner. Allied players moving over to piano. Smoke going out on cart. Nade's going over back B. QK's finding LSK. LSK then finding Stormy. Tox lucky just to miss that nade. A big breach and clear onto warehouse. Pelican with the Thompson looking at warehouse window. Red looking to plant in that smoke. And it does go down right in the front. That's a big plant. Tiglet just by cart. Pico and Red both picking up kills. QK's left. That's going to be map point.
Axis eliminated. Allies win.
Good play from CZECHIEN. I think we're going to go to Burgundy. I think we just might. Oh, heavy nade. And an early one as well, tagging Pelican. Not dropping him though, he does recover. Pico in bombed out house. LSK getting ready. Well, he was going to get ready to loose that smoke, but I think he's changed his mind. Might be going A side now. How tactfully they play. Covering corners. That's what I love about these old CODs. The tactical gameplay, the kind of breach and clear, the timing, the teamwork it takes. Oh, and Stormy did get the kill. He finds Red. Pico finds him. That nade nearly taking out Pico. Tox with a second. We're getting so close to that third map. Norby finding Pico, bringing it back to 3 apiece. Tiglet finding Tox. LSK, the last man for CZECHIEN on A. Shotgun, MP44 in hand. Teases the bomb. Gets a tag onto Tiglet. That's all it's going to be. And Tiglet finds him. 12-9. Wonderful 5 not done yet. I don't know if I see overtime coming on Karantan, but imagine how good Wonderful 5 would feel if they can get to that, picking up the next 3. That'd be huge. They're keeping an eye on the sky for any nades. Oh, Stormy with the first opening kill. Tigler then does find Pico. Allied smoke going out onto cart. Rampage replies with his. They're sticking with that B push. Tox looking over the back B. I think if it goes to 12-10, Wonderful 5 will start to feel that overtime is there. There's such a psychological difference between 12-9 and 12-10, just both being in double figures. It's within touching distance when you get to that 2-round gap. Under a minute left. Did just spot Tigler. Couldn't get a kill from there with the Thompson though. Pretty almost ineffective at that range, but did enough just to push him off B. LXK now looking to push back B. Might find Tigler and open it up. He does. Last resort is a back B plant. No, or one nade from Norby. I don't think he's close enough. Plant does go down. Wonderful 5 have a man up. In fact, they have 2 men up now. Tox finding Rampage. They know a player is back B. They pushing together. It's going to make things so much harder. LXK finds one. Does he get the second? He doesn't. B is under pressure. Tox need to get that kill and keep him off the plant if he can. Oh, one player's got there and Stormy finds him. 12-10. Good play from CZECHIEN to get it down to the last 2, but
explosives diffused.
Even better play from Wonderful 5 to hold it and bring it to 12-10. We're so close. CZECHIEN just need 1. And we go to Burgundy. Wonderful 5 need the next 2. And we go to overtime again. Those first opening kills are so important. CZECHIEN now without any secondaries, so they have a bit more speed with their movement. Oh, Tigler, first early kill on Pelican. Pico grabbing the extra nade. Rampage just going to sit at the end of that archway and double check. Allied smoke double nade from Stormy. That's big. That could help. That's a huge help. Tox and LXK left. LXK left. As soon as I say how many people are left, one of them usually dies. Maybe I need to stop doing that. LXK does just have shotgun though. You're sitting mid-mansion. Makes his way through that smoke. Does find Tigler. Drops him off walkway. And you guys will grab that 12-11. The round gap is here. If CZECHIEN win this next one, we go to map 3. If Wonderful 5 win it, we go to overtime and a potential GG if they can win that. Huge. Oh, Tigler looked for that early kill again. Didn't get it. You can hear Allied players rushing into MG. A tag onto Pico. Red also tagged. Tigler covering those MG stairs. Rampage picks up the first one. Red falling. LXK finding Stormy. There's a big duel over by MG. Pico barging out. Popping a nade in the top MG window. That smoke is still there. Going to be causing a lot of confusion. CZECHIEN down to 1. Tox left. They should not have let them get this far. And it's overtime. CZECHIEN, I think, they just sort of run out of options. And it's overtime again on Karantan. They must be really frustrated with that. The last 4 going in the bag for Wonderful 5. I can't imagine CZECHIEN are going to be happy with that at all. They did so well to get a really good lead. I think at one point they were 4 ahead. But well played from Wonderful 5 to bring it back. They must be absolutely buzzing. We start overtime. Tox looking to sniper box. He just misses that. That was a big kill. QK's opening kill on Pico. I wonder how this overtime's going to be played out. Fast-paced, maybe. Norby with a duddle nade. That's big. He then picks up a third on LSK. Tox left on his own. First round goes to Wonderful 5. Had a feeling maybe overtime will be a bit more vicious. A bit more fast-paced, but great push from Norby coming up from cellar stairs. Picking up 4 kills. Absolutely huge. First round in the bag. Wonderful 5 will grab that. Oh, that nade. Oh, just got a tag on QK's. Warehouse in control. Comfortably by Axis. Tox looking over to MG Garden. Stormy from MG finding Pico. Just needs to be a bit more faster moving about CZECHIEN, but I don't think it's doing them any favours. They kind of lost that calmness they had and the tactical kind of play, and it's... I mean, there's still some of it there, but it looks a little bit more rush. LSK finding Rampage. Does have that shotgun Thompson combo. Stormy sitting just in the garden by Axis side. MG looking towards A. 4 apiece. LSK with a second drop in Tigler. Axis scope dropping. Norby covering Manchester stairs. LSK looking to plant. Norby does have a nade. Good bait using that nade, getting him out. 3 apiece. Tox in MG. Pelican finding Norby. Red can now move up from cellar. To B1. Stormy left. And Tox will grab that. 13 all. Had that doorway completely blocked with the scope. Nice A push. Rampage only sitting 923. A big contrast to LSK's shotgunning. Either way, smokes have been good, but he's not really getting the kills. Been a really quiet Karantan for him. You had Tigler get a heavy tag there. Pelican nearly dropping early. Just managing to stay alive. Red moving up on the walkway. You can hear Axis players moving over by A. Just as I say about his kills, he goes and gets one. There you go. LSK checking that nade went in. Now with the smoke over to A side. Rampage just sitting by the MG garden door. Tox finding Tigler, winning the scope duel. I think Stormy can hear players coming up to mansion stairs, but they're not peeking yet. Norby does find LSK. Oh, Tox with a no-scope dropping Stormy. He's done a few of them lately. Always nice to see a no-scope from your scoper. Pico moving up to MG. I think he just heard that weapon change in the room next door, if not above him. Look at these two teaming up, just doing a pincer movement. Pelican season 20 seconds left. Rampage fighting Pico. 2 kills from now. Time is running out for CZECHIEN. Norby dropping Tox. Pelican left looking panicked. And Rampage will grab that. As soon as I say he hasn't got many kills, he picks up 3. Of course he does. And overtime, half-time. Wonderful 5 are now going to be attacking. CZECHIEN are going to be defending. Wonderful 5 also have that round advantage, and they are now attacking. And they can attack quite well. Kitsune, good to see you. Hope you're good. Hope you're doing well, man. Always nice to see you. Tox making his way back B with the scope. Red going MG. Does find Norby just peeking into that mansion garden. LSK got himself into warehouse. And now we wait again. Coming up to a minute nearly gone already. A wonderful 5 players just building up to mansion. Rampage covering that rush. A tag on Pelican on mansion stairs. Red, good defensive A again. Rampage does still have that smoke. Which he pops over the way. Naze coming out. Just under that walkway. And Pelican finding Stormy. The players are dropping for Wonderful 5. Rampage making his way to top MG. Making sure there's nowhere players waiting for him. I think we just heard one jump out. There is one behind the corner in the form of Red. QK's finding a kill on Pelican. They are running out of time. 15 seconds. Rampage is going to need to find a side of the plant and stick to it. Oh, but LXK is there, stopping that plant. QK's left, and he's not going to get it. 14 all. Good defense from CZECHIEN. Nade all the way down over the cart from Rampage. Nade's coming over the piano from Axis. Norby waiting, getting in position with his. Should go over to B. Oh, just landing just on the other side of the plant. That's good to hear, Kitsune. I'm good. Thank you. I'm glad you're okay. Oh, it nearly sounded like a double tag. I don't know what Tox was doing. He had a bit of a laggy dance, I think. But did find Norby with that nade. Red finding Tigler. Rampage getting heavily tagged. LXK just waiting patiently by that doorway. QK's with the first kill for W5. Red dropping. Smoke going out onto A. Stormy finding LXK as he ran into mid garden. Just caught his head. Tox still back B. Pico heavily tagged and dropped by QK's. CZECHIEN now a man down. This will be a big round for Wonderful to get if they can. They have 25 seconds. Pelican with the headshot on QK's. The second on Rampage. Stormy now left. Darts through bottom MG. Has no time to do much apart from try and plant if he can. Tox is there. And he will grab that.
Axis win.
Good defending. 2 big kills from Pelican. We get close to the Burgundy. Check in with the buy round. The MP44 going to LSK. Tox with Scope and Thompson. Allied Nays landing over the cart. Wonderful Five looking for that entrance. Norby may have had it. Finds a nade on red. Norby with the jump. Big risk. Misses it. Breaks his ankles. Could have been big in terms of getting pressure on Mansion, but it's not going to happen. Axis nades are landing in Mansion Garden. A minute gone. Where did that smoke go? I don't think it was meant to go up here, but where did it even land? I've never seen smoke do that before. Where did that go? That's one of the weirdest smokes I've ever seen. Did that go in warehouse? Huh. Interesting. Either way, Pelican finding Tigler on a triple barrage of kills. Rampage and Stormy left. Rampage didn't quite notice Pelican there until the last minute, but he has done now. Stormy finding Pico. Tox catching Rampage, just barging out of mid-mansion. Stormy's going to try and keep them in quarantine with the plant if he can. Does get a nice jump shot onto Tox. 1v1, but LXK is going to do it. We go to Burgundy. Well played, check-in. Good comeback. They needed that one.
Explosives defused. Axis win.
Right, guys, I'm going to take a quick second just to grab a drink, just while players join in. But here we go, third final map. Right, guys, back with you. I think everyone is joined up in their team as well. Oh, you wanted Dawnville? I thought that could have been the third, but nope. Burgundy it is. It could be quick though. Could be a quick Burgundy. Let's see how players look to be lining up with weapons. Wonderful 5, no surprise. Car 98s followed by a scope and shotgun. CZECHIEN, fairly similar. Scope, shotgun, M1 Garens. Doesn't surprise me. In this, I've never seen that gap in that house as well. Office. It's always been there. I don't know if it is actually there when the game starts. I don't think it is. The game changes a bit. Yeah, Dawnville would have been nice. Haven't seen too much of Dawnville. Burgundy is just that map everyone knows. And it is quite a good kind of decider map where two teams can just sort of thrash it out and try and find a winner. It's kind of that neutral ground that everyone knows. But let's see how it goes. Now I'm going to pistol bash just to see who goes where. It should kick off in a second. Okay, here we go. Just going to do that pistol bash to see who goes where, who starts where. It's actually really important, especially when it's on a third and final map. Picking your favourite side at the beginning can be really big, just for morale more than anything. Norby tried his best there, but I think was dropped pretty quickly. So CZECHIEN win that, and they are going to go attack first. And we go straight into the game. I don't think much has changed. 3 M1 Garens, scope, shotgun. 3 Car 98, scope, shotgun. 4 Wonderful 5. We go again. Third and final map between CZECHIEN and Wonderful 5. Tox with scope. Gonna look to find a cross, misses both. But does have a second chance. Does get the head of Kukez. Rampage with the nade on Pico. Good defense from Darkroom. Tox with that nade. Dropping Rampage. Pelican just going to be covering a short. LSK grabbing his fallen comrades M1. Stormy check-in from Axis spawn house. Third kill for Tox with the scope. LSK, I think he's going to commit to the plant. Pelican finding Tigler. Stormy left. And LSK will claim that one. Nice, confident round by CZECHIEN. Jumping with Tigler, the opposite scope. See how he starts that beginning. A few seconds in Burgundy. Which always crazy. Have to try and bait out the shot from the allied scope. A few players do get onto B. And there is a bit of a scrimmage on there. Norby defending from Dark. Finding red players over by APC, taking damage. Rampage has pushed up. Finds Pelican. And does get dropped by LSK. 3 apiece. Tox moving around with that scope, checking mid, checking MG. Makes his way over to A side. Oh, good headshot. Finding Stormy just off the MG. Tiglet and Norby left. Tox and LSK both making their way over to A. Tiglet in dark. Norby in spawn house.
Explosives planted.
Plant going down at A this time. No other choice. B is pretty much held by the Axis team. LSK using the cover of that tree. Not anymore. And Tiglet finding Tox. It's going to be one apiece. Good reversal from the last two wonderful 5 players. I think he's just looking for an extra weapon and giving his teammate time, but I think he found one. Oh, he did. He found the car, I think.
Explosives diffused. Axis.
Which he will probably give to Rampage. One apiece. Oh, Norby landing right in the crosshair for Tox. Missed a second bit. I think it pinged off the brickwork. Rampage with a kill. Dropping the allied shotgunner. Pressure on B already. Pico putting pressure from APC. Good defense from QKez. Does find one. Gets a second on red. Nearly picks up a third. Tox heavily tagged. Does recover. Pelican left to support. He was sneakily making his way over to A. He's not going to alert anyone to his presence here. Tigler finding Tox. Pops a nade over to B as well. I wonder if anyone is going to catch that. Oh, they do. Rampage does.
Explosives planted.
Not going to happen though. Stormy, just from broken wall at A, will grab him. It's going to be 2-1 to Wonderful 5.
Explosives diffused. Axis win.
He did well to get to A and not alert anyone that he was there, but when you then have 2 players looking for you, you have to look in every single direction, and sometimes you just forget there's other entrances. Let's see who wins that early scope and duel again. Plenty of nades landing in B alleyway. A grease gun for red. Gets on B really quickly. Rampage just waiting for when he can push out with that shotgun, looking right in front of Allied spawn. Red looking to plant and commit to B. LXK is there. Rampage caught in the open. Plant goes down. That grease gun still up in the hand of red. Plenty of kills going for CZECHIEN. And finished with the grease gun. Why not? Sounds like it does no damage at all, but that thing packs a bit of a punch. 2-2. Tox finding Tiglet on the cross. So, I mean, how quick Burgundy can be. Look at that. Tox already 3 kills. 1 with scope, 1 with nade. And 1 MP44. That's just how quick Burgundy can be. LXK does drop. But checking now with 2 men up. They literally walk into each other. Red and Stormy. QK's left. And Tox picking up his 4th. Good scoping. He is on form tonight. Already sitting at 9-2. Pico sitting at 0-5. A little bit of lag there, I think, for Rampage. I hope that isn't me. A tag there onto red. He does pick up a kill on QK's in return. Rampage again trying to bide his time and wait for the moment to push into Allied spawn. Huge amount of crossfire in front of him. Not much you can do when that's going on. Red now planting. Oh, Rampage does push. He gets one, but quickly dropped by LSK. Plant goes down at B. Norby and Tigler both picking up kills. CZECHIEN down to 2. Wonderful 5 down to 3. Stormy pushing up to Garage. That grease gun again. Proving its worth. Oh, the grease gun was out ready. It delivers once more. Stormy left. Oh, he does get LSK. Nice play. Reacted just a little bit quicker. Now where is Red? He's by Wagon. Oh, good play, Stormy. 3 apiece.
Explosives diffused. Axis win.
And he'll grab the grease gun. Of course he will. After all the damage it's done. Red goes back with it. Sorry guys, gonna sneeze, I think. Oh, excuse me. Sorry. Ugh. That man flu still sticking around. Red finding one, but then dropping a Tiglet. Input and pay to the grease gun having fun. I think B is firmly in the hands of Wonderful 5. This means CZECHIEN may have to revert over to A or maybe go through mid. Norby's got himself into dark. QK's sitting just at the back of B. Tox ready with the scope. Oh, spots a player in dark. Doesn't quite get the hit. A minute gone. Stormy with that stolen grease. Adding insult to injury. Pelican creeping over to A. Does find Stormy, who hadn't moved after his kill on LXK. Nice duo from Pelican. Good cover from Tox. The plant does just about go down. Norby can't stop that. Gets a tag onto Tox, who dives into cover. Good play, Pelican. 4-3. CZECHIEN go ahead. Nice stealthy push by Pelican there, and the double to boot. Nicely done. No challenge there from Tox by the looks of it. Stormy did get a nade on LXK. Nades coming over to B. Norby got himself into dark. He did get a slight couple of shots off, finding the head of Pico. QK's getting to back B. Tox now with the nade over onto B, but that nade was even closer than his. Tigler finds him. And yet again, the rounds are just going back and forth. Last 2 players for CZECHIEN. Red just sitting by Garage. Pelican moving over to B slowly. Bit of a wild shot there. Just missed that one. Uh-oh. Oh, he does. Well played. That nade baited him out. He had to move. Put some pressure down with the grease. Wonderful 5 still have 4. I don't think he knows QKS is just around the corner. He does now. Drops 1. Can he convert that to 2? He just ran out of bullets, I think. We'll grab the car. And now he's in a tricky spot. Back of B. Players in office to his left, and that is a shotgunner as well. Scope at APC. Oh, somehow gets Rampage. Just kept the aim high. Oh! 1v1. Oh, he's not going to get any more than that, but
Axis
good effort.
win.
Maybe if he crouched. That lucky shot onto Rampage. You love to see it. Trade for a trade. Norby finding red. Tox finding Tigler. Burgundy begins again. Norby finding Pico. And let's go moving up to support. Still has his smoke in hand as well. So nade over to B. Where's he going to use his smoke? Good nade. Oh, he's going to use it B alleyway, but a late one. It could be a late B push. QKS in the back of B finding Alex K. I don't think they knew he was in there. Oh, and Stormy finds him. 5-4.
Axis win.
Great defense. Again, made it look so easy. It's all about getting that cross. If you can get players under B, get someone into dark, it makes it a lot harder. Oh, but Tox picking up one. Red one. Pelican one. Stormy with that Thompson finding Pico. Smoke coming out. Tox picking Rampage through that. Stormy left plenty of nades landing through him. And just like that, I think we're going to go back to 5 apiece. Red gets the plant at B. LXK does go down. Check in, still have 3. One player, top dark, in the form of Pelican. There's only been one time in these 3 maps where I think one team has been 3 or 4 rounds ahead, and I think that was check-in on Carentan. Apart from that, I don't think there's been a big spree. I really don't. I think 4 rounds, I think, is the max these teams have ever had a distance of each other. And the fact that we're going to a 3rd round as well just shows how even these players are. Nades landing on B. Wonderful 5 left with Stormy and Tigler. LXK does get the plant on the north side. Big scrap by APC. Stormy now left, and he will drop to Pelican. 1 round before the half. Crazy how even these teams are. Just shows how well drilled they are, well practiced. They know their nades, they know the timing. Oh, Tox winning that one. Oh, Stormy. This is what happens. Just one twist of fate. And a team looks like they may just start the round off really well. Then a double nade or a double kill comes along and we're back to even Stevens yet again. Red planting B. Not anymore. Bets on whether or not we go 6 apiece at the half. Speaking of, I didn't read predictions. I forgot that today. My bad. I do apologise. I love how I remember on the 3rd and final map. That was really good of me, wasn't it? Great. I think they bounced off the roof a little bit there by Stormy. Pelican coming up to back up Tox. 50 seconds left. Good cover from Tox. Rampage now left, who is in dark, and I think they know he's in there. They definitely do now. Tox picking up 4. 2 ahead at the half. It's definitely been the hotter scope. 3 plants for Red, 2 for Pelican, and 1 for Pico. We now swap. A wonderful 5 are going to be attacking. Check-in, they're going to be defending. For potentially the last half. We may get overtime yet again. But wonderful 5 now get a chance to attack on a map you'd probably favour them to get some rounds. They're well played to wonderful 5 for getting 5 on defence. That's not easy. Really not easy. And now they could just as well come back on attack. I think CZECHIEN may have wanted more. QK's over by B. Now looking to plant.
Explosives planted.
And all the kills are coming for Wonderful 5. Here's going to be Tox left. Did he just pick up a double? I think he did.
Allies win.
I think he did just pick up a double, but it wasn't enough. Actually, he did just pick up a double. Crazy. It wasn't enough. 7-6. Tox now making his way over A side. A rush here from CZECHIEN, trying to change the play a little bit. Take the control out of Wonderful 5, but all the kills are going their way. QK's planting B.
Explosives planted.
I saw what CZECHIEN were trying to do, trying to get players behind and flank. And now red left. Another round goes comfortably in Wonderful 5's hand. Complete whitewash there. 7 apiece. I can see Wonderful 5 getting a few here. That's the worrying thing for CZECHIEN. Rampage opening things up. LXK dropped. Axis shotgunner goes down. Axis nades are landing on B, but they're a bit premature. QK saw that one coming. Good shot from Pelican. Through the windows of dark. Rampage now trying to plant, keeping an eye on the sky for any nades, but none are going to come.
Explosives planted.
Player did run in to ally spawn, but I think Norby dealt with that. He did indeed. CZECHIEN down to 3. Wonderful 5 down to 4. Tox putting pressure on from Garage. Red making his way from allied spawn. They're a bit slow with the push. Norby finds one. Oh, hello. Why did that come up? And again, they lock down that plant. They look comfortable. They can hit B time after time. And I think the result is pretty much going to be the same. They go ahead, 8-7. This is where you can lose all the rounds you gained trying to defend against a strong attacking team on Burgundy. Oh, and Tiglet finding Red, dropping him off the wall. Norby teasing the B plant. LXK finding him, holding that B plant down. Eventually dropping to QK's. Pico now coming in to try and support. But QK's finds him too. Double kill from him. Great defense. Then finds Pico just on that B alleyway. And all the kills are going for Wonderful 5. Pelican left. You would bet your bottom dollar that he is due to go down any moment now.
Explosives planted.
And it is going to be 9-7. Wonderful 5. I hate to count players out because they're all skilled, but I doubt you're going to get a defuse against 4 Wonderful 5 players. As much as I'd love to see it. Not going to happen. 9-7. CZECHIEN need to do something. They've tried that rush from A side. Tried getting players onto B. LXK's had a good few goes. Does get 1 or 2 kills. Stormy finding Pico. A few players crossing. They're going to dedicate 2 players to B, I think, by the looks of it. Tox is looking over to allied spawn. Lackey, welcome in, dude. Oh, Red, I think just spotted a player just underneath that window. Stormy with the second. Rampage now looking to plant. QK's does drop.
Explosives planted.
And the plant goes down at B again. Stormy picking up his third. He's on for an ace. Not anymore. Norby finds him. Tox left yet again on his own. Oh, I don't think he's going to be happy. I can just imagine it. He's a very passionate player. 10-7. A wonderful 5 get closer. They hit double figures. And CZECHIEN just can't lock in that defense. Good to see you, Lackey. They tried being aggressive with the defense. They got players in mid. In fact, 3 players in mid. QK's now looking to plant, taking advantage of the players being
Explosives planted.
away. Yeah, I didn't want to mention Pico's score. I never like doing that, but it happens. It happens. It's never nice to see Rampage with a kill on red, eventually drop into LXK. CZECHIEN have got the reversal on the map, but can they get the reversal on the plant? Oh, a tag there from Tigler with the scope. Does have Thompson dropping to LXK. Pelican finding QK. Stormy now left. And they are going to get it. The first round on the switch is going to go to CZECHIEN. 10-8. Tech, welcome in.
Explosives diffused. Axis win.
Good play from LXK leading the charge. Good cover from his teammates as well. They do finally get reversal. That is going to feel good. Can they capitalize on that? 1 round after 5 going against them. Red finding Stormy. Pelican finding QKs. This is better. Bit of a more of a red kill feed. Norby hanging back, just waiting for a potential rotate. Rampage trying to plant. Tiglet and Norby both picking up kills. Plant goes down B. LXK never giving up. Finding Norby. Check in with a man up. APC taken over by LXK. Gets a tag onto Rampage. How he didn't die there. Tox eventually takes him. Tigler left, Scope and Garand. And Pelican finds him. 10-9. This would be a great comeback from CZECHIEN if they can get this. This would be huge. They bring it back to within 1. And Tox calling a timeout. Maybe just to catch their breath a bit. Yeah, Pico not having the best time on Burgundy. It happens. It really does. Oh, TeamSpeak problem, fair enough. You can't help that. But well played on CZECHIEN for just stopping the wonderful 5 from getting too much momentum. They did get 5 on the trot. They had to put a stopper in that because it was quickly running out of their grip. TS is down. Is that for everyone, is it? So welcome in, Yoke. Jocko, Yoko, Jocko. Welcome in, buddy. Okay, I think we're going again. I think everything might be good. Might have been a quick recovery. We go again. 1 for 5 with a bit of momentum. Stopped the last 2 rounds by CZECHIEN. You do have a buy round scope. And Thompson in the hand of Tox. Everyone looking at Pico's score. It happens, alright? It happens to all of us. Wow. LSK with an 8. Pico picking up another kill. There we go. Come on, Pico. Gets a second. Norby with the plant on B, which goes down. He is eventually dropped by Tox. Rampage holding back an allied spawn house. Welcome in, Stenham. Good to see you, man. Oh, Pico tried to fish out Rampage. It didn't happen. 3 apiece. Rampage picks up a second. They do have to deal with the shotgun. A great nade from Rampage, picking up a triple. Does eventually drop to Red. But I think he's done his damage. Red now with Car. Will drop to QKez. 11-9. Great play from Rampage. Really earned his wage packet there. We go again. A wonderful 5. 2 rounds away. And they are attacking on allies. That's so handy. He kind of fell apart by CZECHIEN, not getting enough rounds on attack. Good play from Wonderful 5 just to hold the defense, but CZECHIEN's attack just wasn't strong enough. They're paying for it now. Tigler's really looking on form. Early push again from Norby. Nades coming over to B, which he has to avoid. He does. No more nades for CZECHIEN. A plant goes down again. Plenty of bullets going around on the map. LSK finding Rampage. Oh, I appreciate it, man. Thank you, dude. Always good to see you, man. It's been a good game, man. Been a really good game. 2 loads of overtimes. And it's been so hard to pick a team that kind of deserves a win. Good play from Pelican. Norby left. Just by B wall. No one can hit him at the minute. Now they can. 11-10. But I don't know whether CZECHIEN just didn't do enough on their attack. He just,
Explosives diffused.
I mean, look at the comparison before the half. Like, there's a bit of a spree where CZECHIEN got 3, but Wonderful 5 picking up 5 rounds on the trot on their attack. That's big. M1 Garand going in the hand of Tox. Pelican with Carr and Thompson. Pelican opening things up. Pico going to try that push again. They may just know where that nade comes from there if they spot it. They move over to support B side. M1 Garand bullets pinging down Main Street. LSK finding Norby. He does also find Stormy before dropping to Norby. The plant does go down. LSK picking up a double. Just caught the edge of that nade. Rampage, Tigler left. Rampage down. Is going to be Tigler left to defend just with scope. I think he's back B. This could be 11 all. Oh, he gets 1. Not going to get 2. 11 all. Some amazing jumps too. It's had everything.
Diffused. Axis win.
It's kind of one of those games where, I don't know, I don't really want anyone to win because it's been so kind of even. LXK naded himself. That was something on the very first round, I think it was, on a breakout. Tigler covering that A short. Also from mid as well, spots one player going over to maybe try and put pressure on allied spawn. Pelican heavily tagged. B is in possession of Wonderful 5. No one's tried to plant yet. Nades are landing over on the plant. No more nades in the hand of CZECHIEN. QKs does have one.
Explosives planted.
They needed Pico to frag. He hasn't exactly had a quiet game as well. It's kind of weird that he's just not getting the kills on Burgundy. Rampage sitting right by APC. Real MVP. Norby picks up tops. Or Tox even. Rampage does drop. I don't know if they can hold players by APC. Stormy and Norby left. Stormy does get two. Eventually dropping. And that is going to be enough. Tox. Absolutely charged down there. CZECHIEN. Oh, they go around ahead. Is match point. I don't know what Tox has been saying to his team, but suddenly the last couple of rounds, they've just stepped it up a bit. Just been a lot more aggressive. And this could be match point. In fact, it is match point technically, but are we going to go to overtime on the third map? It's like a penalty shootout in the World Cup final. No one likes to see it, but you know it's probably going to happen. Rampage looking to get an early plant. And he's stopped by a nade. Pico dropping again. That could be it for him. Oh, look at that. Wonderful 5 getting 3 kills. It's going to be overtime. Plant goes down. Of course it's going to be overtime. It's like it's scripted. Oh, Pelican finding Norby. Yep, overtime. Of course it is. Of course it is. Overtime again. Yet again. 3 sets of overtime. Round after round. Map after map. You couldn't write it. Couldn't write it. Wait, what happened with the replay? Was the replay good? Did it not work? Did it not come up for you guys? Either way, we go again. Wonderful 5 now still attacking. CZECHIEN defending. No cross. By the looks of it. Maybe a late cross. QK's heavily tagged. Stormy from Allied Spawn. Does pick up a nade on LXK. Pico then finding Tigler. I was going to say Pico might even his score, but not anymore. QK's now planting. Norby putting nades into Allied Spawn.
Explosives planted.
QK's in dark. Rampage finding red. Tox left. Rampage finds him. 13-12. Good opening start from Wonderful 5. This is how it's mostly been. It's just those last. The end of Burgundy. CZECHIEN really just kind of woke up. But that first round of halftime or overtime was pretty much how it's been since Wonderful 5 have been attacking.
Explosives planted.
Plant down again. Pelican picks up Norby. Does make his way through Allied Spawn. Backed up by Pico as well. They can reverse this. LXK moving up to office. Needs to make that first kill. And just open things up. Doesn't get it. Stormy finds him. Oh, and again. 3 kills go for Wonderful 5. 2 then come back for CZECHIEN. Oh, there's a bit of a mix-up. I don't know how that happened. Tox is left against Stormy. Somehow gets it. It was always going to be a mess. Always going to be a mess. So many players are left.
Explosives diffused.
After the plant. $13 all. It's been one of those games. Norby putting pressure down on that cross. Backed up. It's going to keep an eye on that A short. QKez with an early plant. I don't think anything can stop him. Nades are coming over though. Take it back. Red also has a nade. QKez I think is going to try again. Norby with the nade kill. Finding Pico. Who is still having an absolute mare of a game. LXK finding 2. Pushing up just easily. Dispatching Norby. And then a second on Tigler. Got himself into ally spawn. QKez from Dark. It's going to be Red and LXK left. He's held at APC. He just can't get on. Can't get past APC. It's so hard to do. Wonderful 5 are just going to keep a pin on that. He does get a tag onto Rampage. Eventually drops him. It's not going to happen. It's a valiant effort. I respect that he's not giving up. Right to the second.
Allies win.
A Wonderful 5 pick up that one. And we swap. Now this is where CZECHIEN probably weren't that effective on the attack. They got some real staggered rounds. And they got no more than a 3 streak. $14-13. Tigler choosing not to challenge immediately. Tox though picking up Norby early on. Still no one B. QKez with the dominate over to APC. Nade landing in a B alleyway. He needs to keep his cover. He's damaged. Stays alive. Tigler up by Tiger, making his way up. B alleyway, Red with the second. And a second for him as well. LXK finding Rampage. Let's take a look at those double kills from Red. Plant goes down at B.
Axis eliminated.
And CZECHIEN come out swinging with that. Good cover from Tox. Definitely been the better of the 2 scopes. Such a close game. LXK might be able to help with the cross. Nope. Stormy waiting. Does get a nade kill with that one. Finding LXK. Dropping the ally shotgun. A Pico finding QKez. B. Locked down by Wonderful 5. Tox just waiting by ally spawn. Just his splash. Bit of a blockage now as they try and get onto B. And they have to be so tentative. Wonderful 5 have been really good at defending. They're hard to break down. Red does find Norby. That could open things up. Tigler though from Dark. Finding Pico. He has eventually dropped to Red. B opens up. It is Rampage left. He does only have shotgun. And dropped by Pelican.
Allies win.
It's match point. At least the second overtime is coming, but CZECHIEN could sneak this. They could actually sneak this. This would be huge. Kind of a surprise win. Tigler does find Pico. QK's defending B with that car. Toxic over to B. A nade from LXK. He then falls to Rampage. Red making his way through mid. M1 and Thompson. Heavily tagged by Tiglet. Red does find him though, bringing it back to 3 apiece. Rampage just holding that A side. Norby sitting in dark. QK's covering APC. Pelican dropping to Rampage. Maybe that second overtime is coming. Yeah, it's a Quidditch game. It's been going on for 10 years so far. It's crazy. And there you go, second overtime. There you go. Third map, overtime again. Crazy. I'm just going to go get my sleeping bag. Yeah, Kiko, only this game. Yep. Only this game. Crazy. It's how it's been the whole game. That streak you see from Wonderful 5, where they got 5 rounds, that's the biggest gap it's been in 3 maps. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Such an even game. CZECHIEN may have it here, but I don't know. Oh, wait, hang on. Am I saying Pico wrong? How am I meant to say it? I never trust you guys because you troll me. Is it pronounced... Wait, is it pronounced puss? It can't be. I don't want to say that. That is... I'll ship up on that, man. Don't make me say that. Is it not Pico then? I hope I'm not butchering someone's name. It's how I've called him the whole time. Hopefully not. Either way, plant down A. LSK gets 1. Stormy left. CZECHIEN have to get this. Have to get this one. Has to be 16-15. I could call him Evil, actually. Maybe I'll go to Evil. If I am getting his name wrong. I might just stick to Evil. Either way, first round in the bag for CZECHIEN. Jump over Tiglet. He's changed his tactic a bit. He's not... Oh, he's going to challenge now. But the last few rounds he hasn't. Tox finds Norby. QKS does get himself on the B. Spots a player just by... Oh, Tox again. Finding QKS. Rampage now going to make his way up. Push through Garage. Wait and bide his time. Oh, Picho? Yeah, check word. Yeah, sorry if I'm butchering it. Is it Picho? Is that right? Picho? I just learned I've been saying CZECHIEN wrong today as well. I've been calling it CZECHIEN, which I apologize for. I need a dictionary or something. Stormy left again. Plant goes down at B. CZECHIEN, get another. Their B pushes have got better. Definitely got better. They were letting a few slip on the first start of Burgundy. But either way, they get it to 17-15. Jumping with Tox. Love and life is scope. Misses 1. I'm not going to try for the second. I'll go with Evil. Fair enough. I'll go with Evil. Cheers, guys. Thanks for letting me know. I appreciate it. Okay, Evil got himself on the B. Eventually dropped by Rampage. Defending B. One player is in dark as well. LSK looking to charge and try and clear it up, but Rampage finds him. And now it comes to a slow Burgundy. And last 2 players by APC for check-in. Rampage going to sit and chill and wait in dark. Oh, I got you. Thank you, man. Yeah, again, sorry for butchering people's names. I never mean to. But it's a new language for me. But thank you for letting me know. I appreciate it. Tigler going to hold the alleyway. Slowly making the way up to B. This would be a huge match point if they can get this. And they have a little bit of time to play with. Does find Tigler. Bring it back to 2v2. Rampage still in dark. Stormy just was. Access spawn window. Now makes his way down. Rampage just going to have to keep his head down. As soon as they touch that plant, he can dive out. Red moving around to garage. He's doing everything right. Red does find Stormy. Oh, and they get it. That's huge. That's a big match point. They can just defend once. Out of 3. That's all they need. Check in. Now defend. Wonderful 5. Now attack. What a game this has been. Started in 2022. And now we're finally at match point. Unbelievable. Tox open things up. They're starting with that aggressive push. Getting players in mid. QK's looking to plant. They do have nades, which can potentially stop that. Or at least catch the planter. And they don't. LXK, huge kill from him. Finds Norby. Pressure can now come from allied spawn. Rampage gets into office. Check-in needs to take advantage of that 2-man. Lost of just... Oh, Tox gets another one. Rampage is going to be big here if he can hold it from office. It could be big. 2 last players for Wonderful 5. He needs to get 1. There's LXK. Can he get the second? Tox tries. Evil tries. Has to reload. QK's finding Pelican. Suddenly now down to 2v2. Tox does get Rampage. 1 left. That's GG. That's nuts. Valiant effort.
Explosives diffused.
From Rampage, but
win.
Great defending with the shotgun. I thought he could have it. What a game. Nearly 3 hours of COD 2. Bang on 3 hours. Literally 3 hours of COD 2 for 3 maps. That's an hour a map. That's crazy. That is crazy. GG check-in. GG Wonderful 5. Unbelievable. I'm going to bed. That's nuts. That's crazy. Also, thank you for all the follows, guys. Sorry, there's no alerts or anything, but thank you for that. I'm really grateful. Thank you so much. I'm going to find someone to raid to send you guys to. But GG, guys. Massive battle. One of the longest games I think I've watched. And I'm grateful to be a part of it. That was huge. GG, guys. Right, I don't think anyone else is playing COD 2. But thank you for hanging out, guys. I appreciate it. Thanks for having me. If you can hang around for the raid, that's great. If not, I get it. No one else is playing COD 2. So, squeeze it. Always. Always, dude. Yo, 10, thank you, man. My pleasure. Thank you for having me, as always. It felt like a LAN final. Did feel like a LAN final. My pleasure, Tim. Thanks for being here. Who should we go see? Ba, 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 ba. Maybe. Oh no, he's gone. Okay, we'll go see my buddy. Go see my buddy. He's doing some repo. No one else is doing COD 2 at the minute, so. Thank you for hanging out, guys. I'm really grateful. I can't see anyone doing. Oh, Ray Tox, is he still playing? I thought he was done. I could do. Could Ray Tox. Is he going to do some... Oh, you know what? We'll just go see Tox. That's completely fair. Unless he's going to do some... Unless he's going to do some, like, pro queue matches, then, yeah, we'll go see him. I thought he might be done. But, guys, thanks for hanging out. Cheers for having me, as always. And I should be back tomorrow. There is another game. What's the game tomorrow? Input 2 Super Kids, a lower bracket final. Nice. Should be fun, guys. Look after yourselves. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay horny. And I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for being here. I'm really grateful yet again. I'll see you tomorrow, guys. Take it easy.